So how do you start with a social media campaign? There's only a few things, right, that we want to focus on. Again, we want to take complex thoughts that there's all kinds of information on us and try to make them easy. So you want to start with relevant conversations with your community. Again, it goes back to understanding your target market. I mean, who are they? Where are they? What do they do? What do they read? What are they interested in? So again, for a restaurant, it might be recipes. It might be the latest sauce you found. It could be all kinds of things that your target market is interested in.
There's just a plethora of content that you can generate. Recently I saw a restaurant in the Monterey area. Typically restaurants have a nice plated shot of the food that they just prepared, but that's pretty commonplace now. And this restaurant decided to have two photos juxtaposed next to each other. One was an 80-pound fish that they had just caught, and it was right next to the plated food that they had just prepared. So a different take on it, something that's interesting. The visual of an 80-pound fish being held by the chef, that kind of stands out compared to just a plated set of food that's on the plate.
Well, any information that you can encourage people to pass on is even better. That's how things go viral. I mean, you have to, again, think of what's in it for them. I mean, if we're always thinking about what's in it for me, for the small business, it's less likely to be, shared and, conveyed to other people. So we always have to think is what's in it for them. What would I give them that's either funny, enlightening, or an event that someone would share?
Yeah, because people really, the recipients of social media, the folks that are viewing it, they're going through their feeds, and it's only the things that are very interesting that are going to help them, that they're going to stop and actually read it, click on it, interact with it, share it. And that's what we all want as business owners. So that's what the key is, to find that content that's going to resonate with your target market.
We've been working with a lot of small businesses on their press releases. And it's interesting. A lot of the small business put out a press release, but it's all about themselves. It's like, this is what I'm doing, here's a new event. So again, if you were to read it from the other side, switch shoes and go, okay, there's nothing here of any value to me. What's in it for me? What am I going to learn at this event? What are you going to share with me? Why would I go there?
It's being able to really kind of, in terms of the press release and trying to get that PR, it's all about trying to kind of resonate and relate to something that's in the headlines, something that's top of mind with society, with the local community. So whether it's nonprofits or maybe it's a trend that's happening that's on the Today Show, whatever it might be, being able to align with that, that's newsworthy. If there's a national headline, being able to localize it. That's what the target market and ultimately reporters and the news media are looking for.
Now, for example, you can go to Facebook right now, and I believe on the right-hand side, there is a box, a widget, that shows you what's trending on the internet. So you can look, I think there's 3 or 4 tabs that talk about sports. I think there's stock market. There's a couple things you can point out that it's right there for you. It shows you what's trending. So if you can look in those areas and understand your target market and figure out if you can get into one of those subjects and start posting on it, your image or a comment, that's how you start engaging with your community, because your community is the most important thing you have. And again, engaging in your target audience.